Hey everybody, my name is Duncan, I'm an editor, and I make YouTube videos about topics I find important. And today, we're going to be talking about these things. Pokemon cards. YouTube is a very interesting platform to be on. Things move very quickly here. Sometimes trends come and go that leave a pretty lasting impact on people. YouTube and its sister platform Twitch are going through the same phase right now, and that is opening Pokemon cards. And I'll get into why that's a weird phase for YouTube to be in a moment. But first, some of you might be wondering, what the hell is a Pokemon? Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise to exist. It's more profitable than Marvel, Star Wars, Harry Potter, all of those multi-billion-dollar franchises. And this is because there's a Pokemon TV show, card game, video game, books, toys, clothes, tons of stuff for people to buy. Personally, as a kid, I was a big fan of the video games. I thought it was really cool how you could catch these animals and then train them over time to be stronger if you cared for them. I always thought the games had a real sense of progression to it, and also I got way too attached to those digital animals. Don't tell anyone, but I still get emotional when I think back to that first Pokemon team I had, because they were my pets. I spent a lot of time training and caring for those fake animals. Anyway, one of the aspects of the Pokemon franchise that I only liked a little bit were the trading cards. You buy a pack, you get a few common ones and maybe a rare one, and then you trade with your friends to get the ones you like. This was a fun pastime for me, but I always was more connected to the video games because to me there was more of an emotional connection to it. Anyway, fast forward to the year 2020, and Pokemon cards have made a big comeback, because a lot of YouTubers and streamers are now opening the packs on camera, and people are getting nostalgic for it and want to see what these people get. And it's pretty simple for them to do. You buy a pack, you open them up one by one on camera, the audience gets excited whenever a rare one pops up. It's like gambling. High risk, high reward. That makes sense to me from an entertainment perspective. But the reason I'm making an entire video about this is because this is not a normal YouTube trend. And by that, I mean this is not a trend that anyone can participate in, at least not in the big leagues. Now, of course, anybody could go to Target and buy a pack of modern Pokemon cards for under $6. Like, anyone can go do that. But those cards would not be worth much. And instead, these big creators are going after the original 1999 first edition pack of Pokemon cards, because the price is much higher. Much higher. When I say much, I mean much. And you want to know who I blame for that? Logan Paul, if you can believe it. For some reason, Logan Paul suddenly got really into this idea of finding the Pokemon cards he had as a kid. And because he's a rich celebrity, he was able to afford these Pokemon cards that had only gotten more expensive over time. He was able to afford these insanely expensive cards. I'm talking $200,000 for one box.
In my collection, in my Pokemon hunting, the PSA 10 Charizard is the last thing that I'm looking for. So at this very moment in time, right now, I am prepared to give you $150,000 cash for just one of your 7 PSA 10 first edition Charizards.
And because those videos of his blew up, Pokemon card demand went skyrocketing. Now, because of Logan's impact on that market, all of these YouTubers and streamers are trying to get their hands on these rare old Pokemon cards. And their audiences are loving it. Viewership has never been higher. Because like I said, it's fun to watch because it's gambling. Like, if you get the right card, you could be walking away with $150,000. Like, it's no joke. But here's why I'm calling this a black market. All of these rich content creators are going out and buying up all of these rare Pokemon cards, which there is a limited supply of. This means that high demand and high prices will often lead to scandals. Pokemon card scams, if you can believe that. The commentary channel Jarvis Johnson, love you Jarvis, made a video covering how Logan Paul's Pokemon card dealer tried to scam more people during one of the most expensive Pokemon card deals of all time, which should never be a thing. Grown men trying to steal money from other people through cardboard art of fake animals should never be a thing. But here we are in 2020. And look, if Pokemon cards make you happy, great. I'm all for people doing stuff that makes them happy. Like, there's not enough of that. That's why I collected the Pokemon cards when I was a kid. I really enjoyed having the cards of the Pokemon I liked. But because Logan Paul and other similarly rich people are buying all the rare ones, all these other YouTubers and streamers are buying the not rare modern Pokemon cards in order to capitalize on the wave, which means that the stores are going out of stock of their Pokemon cards, which means little kids are not able to get the cards. It's a bit of a reach, but Logan Paul is the reason some kids are not getting Pokemon cards, which is kind of fucked up. The current card climate on YouTube is not accessible for regular people. I personally do not have $200,000 to blow on a Pokemon card box of Pokemon that were drawn in 1999, by the way. Ignoring the price, I think they look kind of ugly. And here's the sad truth. It would only take just one of those little cards to change my life. I am not a rich man. The money that Logan Paul is spending on Pokemon cards would absolutely change my life forever. Like, the trajectory of my future could be changed with the price of a Pokemon card. That did not feel good to say. Shit. That's why I'm a little ashamed to admit that as soon as I got back to my childhood home, I dug around for my old Pokemon cards. Now, I don't have any $100,000 first edition Pokemon cards, but I did find this one, which looks pretty old and might be worth something. It's it's 9 tails. It's like a fox with 9 tails. It's kind of cool. So I thought it looked pretty rare, and I went to a Pokemon card pricing site, and it turns out that this card is either worth $30 or $3,000. So if you know which of those prices is right, please tell me. Uh-oh. Call me a bleeding heart, sappy, emotional idiot, but I think kids should be able to buy Pokemon cards. More than that, I think YouTube trends should be accessible to anybody. I really like it whenever a free game blows up, because that means any little kid who watches a creator play that game can go to their own system and play that game for themselves. With a limited commodity like Pokemon cards, if this demand stays high, then there are going to be lots of kids who don't get to grow up playing with them like I did, because YouTubers and streamers are now buying them in bulk for their content. For me, Pokemon was never about getting rich. How could it? But the kids who are now watching Logan Paul make hundreds of thousands of dollars off them are being trained into thinking that they should be getting into these cards in order to pay for their future. Out of these 2 cards I have, one is potentially worth a lot, but I like this one better because it looks cooler. Focus the camera. There we go. So maybe let's not take a trading card game and commercialize it even more than it already is, and train these kids into thinking they should be getting into this for profit. I really hope this get-rich-quick mentality with cards goes away soon, and kids can go back to playing with Pokemon cards without thinking about the money. That being said, if anyone would like to buy this card for $3,000, please let me know. Also, if you want to pay for this one, you can do that too. I would do literally anything for money. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you making it this far in. You can always like the video if you want to support me, or subscribe if you haven't. I hope you're all doing well. You all mean a lot to me, so take care of yourselves. Bye. I love you.